Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazbo, coming at you with a new list of 2024, and that is the top 10 new artists I discovered in 2024 that I want to share with you that I think are really good, or, they've been around for a long time, they haven't gotten a lot of recognition, or they've been around for a long time, but I've never known who they are. So I want to talk about these artists and just share them with you and see if you like them and, you know, be very cheerful and share. Yeah. And we have the band Gazer. This is a solo project from a guy out in Missouri, and he hit me up for a review a couple months ago. And from the album cover and everything, I wasn't sure what I was getting into. But then when I started listening to it, I was just like, whoa, this is really, really interesting music because it's a mix of shoegaze and black metal. Was not expecting any of the black metal elements. That was really cool. But then what really got me was this is like a solo group project, and it sounds so good. Like the production on here is phenomenal. Like I can't believe just one person is making this because it sounds like someone, he must have had years of experience of making music because that's what it sounds like. There's just so much well crafted, like craftsmanship here. It's a really impressive album. It was almost in my top 10, but I was mixing up a lot and I couldn't put it there. But I was really happy to talk about it in my newest artist I've discovered because I think this is a great artist, musician that, it might be a side project, but hopefully, he'll do more with it because it's great music being produced here. 9, we have the band Test of Patience. They are a hardcore band based out of the UK. Another band that hit me up for a review, and I was super excited to check them out. And I gotta say, they play really super tight hardcore music and have a very distinctive vocalist she has a really good vocal pattern, and she does some really good vocal performances on their demo. So I was really happy to check them out. One of my favorite EPs to listen to throughout the year. So I'd say go check out this band, Test of Patience. They won't waste your time. For 8, we have the band Gravitate, based out of Australia. This is a really cool band I checked out because I've been wanting to check them out throughout the whole year of 2024 and kept putting it off, sadly. But then funny enough, I ran into the vocalist at a hardcore fest in Japan back in September. And I was like, oh, you sing for that band Gravitate? I've been meaning to check y'all out. This is a sign from the universe that I need to check y'all out. And I'm happy I did because they play some really hard ass hardcore music that reminds me of a lot of like Hatebreed, but more streamlined and just hard and just very, very, very well made music here. So definitely check them out. Great hardcore band. 7, we have the band Shudder. This is another band that kind of hit me up for a review. Well, not necessarily. They wanted me to check out one of their songs called Silver Savior, and I checked it out. Very catchy song, one of my favorite songs of the year. And then I was like, you know what? I got to check out this band because that one song they gave me sounds really good. And just like that one song, the rest of their EP sounded just as amazing. They do a really good style of alternative rock music that channels a lot of 90s alt music and grunge and puts a new 2024 spin on it, I think. So I would say this is a band that you need to check out if you're into alt music and grunge style music because they're going to be doing some big things in 2025, I think. They sound great. I'm really happy I discovered this band. So check out Shudder. Number 6, we have Sailor Honeymoon, a DIY style garage punk band based out of Seoul, South Korea. And this was another recommendation from a friend I had, and I was really kind of impressed / blown away at how imperfect their music sounds, but in the same way that imperfection they have creates a very unique and interesting listening to experience. And doing some research on the band, I like that the band, rejects perfectionism, where in the country of Korea, everything is about being perfect. And I love when people don't want to be perfect because that's when you get people who are there at their most realist and most vulnerable. And I think Sailor Honeymoon, they're doing a great job of just showing who they are by being this just open with their imperfections and not wanting to be perfect. So it's a great style of grungy music with some really interesting lyrics and just overall good catchy vibes. Number 5, we have the band Ninpercent, based out of Tokyo, Japan. They are a hardcore band that is here to have fun, be ignorant in the pit, and just tear things up. And they're not trying to do anything else. They're just doing that. They're having a good time. You listen to their stuff, you just get really excited because they're making heavy, hard-hitting songs that just make you want to mosh, make you want to sing along and just get involved in the music scene. And I think they've done a great job to just make hardcore fun again, I guess. So like always, 9%'s crew strong, baby. We the best. Number 4, we have the band Softcult. This is a band that I kind of wish I checked out sooner in 2023 because their EP from 2023 I listened to at the beginning of 2024 this year, thanks to my friend who does reviews, Hector, the chill dude on the couch. Check him out, he's great. And when I instantly listened to this EP, I was like, oh man, this would have been in my top 10 EPs of 2023 for sure. So I gotta give a special thanks, a shout out to Softcult on this one because they sound amazing with their haunting vocals and dark shoegazy sound, while also having some very, very deep and very, very like relatable, kind of scary lyrics. Just, you know, living in the world as a female and having to navigate the stresses they go through while making some really beautiful music here. Softcult. I'm so happy I've discovered this band. Amazing, straight amazing. Number 3, we have the band Coldsteel. This was another band that was recommended to my friend who like helps me with my reviews. He always gives me suggestions about EPs and everything and just music and hardcore. And I gotta say, this Florida hardcore band, I'm so mad I didn't check out their EP from 2023 because literally it would have been in my top 10 for sure because they created a perfect hardcore album that hits hard with their heavy riffs, hard drumming, and very unique vocal style. When I first heard the vocalist here, I straight up was like, what is this? I don't know if I like it, but within time, like listening to the EP for the first time, I was like, oh, I get it. I like his unique style of singing. It fits well with their style of hardcore music, and they just go so hard. So check out Coldsteel immediately. Number 2, we have Peggy Gou. Now, I've heard her name a lot in the DJ space, especially her being based out from, you know, Korea and everything. She actually is from where I live right now here in Incheon. And recently this year, I went and saw Joji perform at a concert here, a festival here in Korea. But I was also like, oh, Yeji is an artist I like. She's a Korean soft R&B DJ. And then Peggy Gou was going to be headlining one of the nights. I was like, oh, people have talked about her. I got to check her out. Let's see her set. Her DJ set was incredible. I was mesmerized. She knew how to work the crowd. She had great sounds and just overall great energy. And I was like, I have to check out her music immediately. Checked out her album, and it's just a fascinating album that just sounds amazing. And I'm so happy I discovered her because everything about her doesn't feel like a typical Korean in terms of culture, style, and everything. She seems really down to earth and really cool. And I'm really happy I got to discover her this year. So if you're into house, and that's another thing, she's able to like make her music sound very nostalgic of like the early 2000s trance and hardcore house scene, but also put like a new spin on it. So definitely check her out. Number 1 new artist of 2024 is Haywire, a Boston hardcore band that just sounds so catchy. Got to be one of the most catchiest hardcore bands I've listened to in recent memory. And I think a lot of that is that in their songs, they have a very distinctive vocalist, and they do a lot of repetition in a fun way. Like one song is literally called Haywire, and they say the band's name over and over, and you learn the lyrics after just listening to it one time. And then all like the drums, the riffs, everything is easy to hum along to and just memorize it because everything they're making here is quite hypnotic. So I was very happy to discover this band Haywire and just be happy knowing that I know there's some great hardcore bands out there. So that is my list of the best and newest artists I've discovered in 2024. Playlist down below. Check them out. Tell me who you discovered in this year that I should review and check out. And yeah, like always, guys, see you in the pit.